I'm like editing the final cut and I realized I never made like the beginning of this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing very, very well. It's been a while. I know it's been like a really long time and I'm so sorry. I moved to a different country. I share a room with someone and she probably does not know that I do social. She does not know. She does not know I do social media, and it's very embarrassing. And as you guys know, as you all know, you guys know, I have social anxiety, and especially regarding like filming and stuff. So obviously, I don't film when she's in the room. She's I moved to a different country. I'm in university now, so no more school vlogs. You guys are gonna get university vlogs, which I'm editing one of them right now. I'm so sorry for not uploading for the longest time. The only thing I can say is university is actually very much harder than school, even though I did O-levels and like A-levels, and A-levels is harder than high school, I have to say. So yeah, but I've been really swamped with work and I'm doing like a lot, so I genuinely don't have time. And I was like in the worst book slump like the first month I was in university. Like I was not reading at all, and then got better, and now it's like the third month in university and I've been reading a lot. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but today, as you guys can probably tell, we're reading Divine Rivals, and I'm so excited to read this because this is actually like probably like my most anticipated read of the year. And it's so exciting for me to read this because, as you all know, I love me a good Rivals to Lovers because I am delusional and I'm also mentally ill. So Rivals to Lovers, it's like fantasy, it's romance fantasy, and so yes, this is the vlog of me reading this book, which was on my shelf for like a month and a half. It's been on my mind for longer, and I think after reading this book, you guys will probably see it's probably gonna stay on my mind for a while too. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the vlog. So I'm on page 138 right now. This book's kind of insane. I wasn't planning on reading it as much as I did last night, so like I sat down and I was like, okay, let's start, and like that was like my beginning of like me reading it, and I was like, holy shit, this book's insane. Like it's actually insane. The way that it's written, it just really tugs on your heartstrings. Like the writing of this book is actually so well done. Like it's so well done, and it's written so prettily. Like their letters to each other are so pretty, and I've cried twice like already because it just, I know I say this about a lot of books, but it really did see right through me. Like there were certain things that were happening and I was like, she's speaking my mind. Like there was this one line and I was like, holy shit, how did she write that? No, not this is too personal for me to share. Where is it? There's this one line and I was like, holy shit, like someone wrote that and I thought that it was okay to write that. That was like one of her best lines, and I was kind of shocked. The amount of annotations I already have in this. She said, I love the words I write until I soon realize how much I hate them, as if I am destined to always be at war with myself, and yet I keep moving forward. On some days I'm afraid, but most days I simply want to achieve those things I dream of. Very casually in her letter did she say this, and I was like, I had to read this like multiple times over because I was like, did you just verbalize what I feel when I write? Crazy. This book's insane. I love it so far, but we're gonna keep going. I'm probably gonna like start reading this after 9 today because I'm planning on studying until 9, which by the way, this will look familiar because I'm also recording a study vlog, which is hopefully coming next week. I'm being proactive. I hope that's the word. Yes. I'm committed to finishing this vlog. I could have finished this book earlier, but I didn't. I'm sitting outside, which is why my puffer jacket's also on because it's cold. Well, it's not that cold, it's pleasant, but I don't want to take my jacket off. So I'm like halfway through. Like I would say more than halfway actually. The reason I didn't finish this book earlier, I could have finished this last night or the night before. I had an exam last night, and so I was like, studying for that more than anything like else. And it was like a reading intensive exam. Like it was history, so I had to like read and memorize. Then I was like, okay, I don't want to read this like under pressure or like not enjoy or not be able to record my reactions. Also because my roommate was in the room and I was like, I don't want to bother her. I feel really awkward picking up my camera. So we're back. We're gonna finish this right now, and I'm so excited, guys. This book is amazing. This book's so good. It's so good. I also have not had breakfast, and like the time for breakfast is over, so I'm just gonna have like a nice little granola bar with water. Usually my breakfast, I could have just made my own breakfast. I have like yogurt with granola, and then sometimes a fruit. Too much work. I'm just gonna eat this. At the part where she's gonna find out that it's him because okay. I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited to read this. Okay. If you could see me right now as I type this, you would smile. No, you'd probably laugh to see how bad my hands are shaking because I want to get this right. I've wanted to get this right for weeks now, but the truth is I don't know how, and I'm worried what you might think. A divine, oh my god. I love them. Your words are sublime. So good. Oh my god. Lives have been changed. She has found out. This is why I read. This thrill was amazing. Sorry, I haven't had enough water, and so my throat's like doing things. And I'm teary-eyed. No, actually, I can't even blame this on the wind. He said the sweetest thing, and I don't know, Rebecca Ross's writing is so casually sweet. Like she'll casually say like the sweetest thing, and it's just gonna tug at your heartstrings. And there's this one part where Iris is like, I don't deserve to be happy, and then he goes, and then she goes like, it seems quite a bit of trouble for me to be happy and for me to be loved. And then he says, you are worthy of love. You are worthy to feel joy right now, even in the darkness. And just in case you're wondering, I'm not going anywhere unless you tell me to leave. And even then, we might need to negotiate. Oh my god. She's me. She's me. I do think Rebecca Ross knows who I am because she's writing to me. This is a book for me, written to me. I want to read this. I want to devour this book. I want to never stop reading this book. I wish this book could go on forever. It's such a good book. Like, it's already hurting my heart that it's gonna end. What am I gonna do after it ends? Like, what? I gotta wait till December. Jesus. The amount of annotation, I don't think I've annotated a book this much in a very long time. Like, this book is fully bringing Alina is reading back. And he's making her tea. I don't even like tea. It's 12 o'clock and I fully promised myself I was gonna go study. You guys, he's so in love with her. He's so in love with her. I'm on page 204. It's about to end. There's like 50 pages. I can like quickly do this. But like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone here, and that's such a problem because I want to tell you guys what's happening. It's so cute. For anyone who's gonna read this book, here's the hint. It's when he showers in the middle of the day, and Addie asks her to also go take a shower. And she's like, "Did you just shower in the middle of the day? Like, war's coming. Why did you shower?" And then he just doesn't say anything. And then Addie's like, "I need you to do something. I need you to go take a shower." This is really important. Whoever gets here, if you're reading this book, you will know what's happening. Oh my god, I love them. I love them so much. Okay, we have finished Divine Rivals. Here's my review of the book. It was amazing. It was a 5 out of 5. I annotated it a bunch. As you guys can see, I not only tabbed it, like I annotated it, meaning like I wrote so much in it, and I don't think I've written in a book this much ever. Like usually I draw and I like make cute little doodles, but I was like writing. I was writing my thoughts down, and I was also writing like funny stuff down, obviously. Um, I loved it so much. Iris and Roman were like very well developed. The story was so well developed, and I just, as someone who loves romance and someone who loves fantasy, I love seeing one with the other, and I think this is like the perfect mix of romance and fantasy. Like if like romantasy had a face to it, if romantasy had a book that I could recommend that everyone read, it would be this. And I can't express how much I love this book. Like I can't wait for the next book to come. I'm like positively obsessed with just this. Also, like it's so gorgeous. I didn't even know about it until like I took the dust jacket off. And so good. If you don't know so far, Divine Rivals follows Iris and Kit, or sorry, sorry, Iris and Roman. And basically, Iris writes letters to her brother who's gone to war, and she writes them on a typewriter, and she puts them in her closet, and they go, like, the closet takes it because it's a fantasy. Also, it's gonna start raining, like, I can feel it. So she puts them in her closet, and they disappear, and she thinks that she's writing to her brother, but after some time, like, a lot of time that passes, she gets a letter back, and it says, "This is not your brother, like, it's not Forrest." So then she taunts whoever is writing her back, and she's like, "Do you make a habit of reading other people's letters? Like, you're like, what the hell's your problem?" And then they start writing back and forth, and then they start getting to know each other. And all throughout this, Iris works at the Gazette, which is like this newspaper, and she's rivaling with this very annoying guy who wants the position of the columnist, and she wants the position of the columnist, and she's like, "I'm gonna get the position," but right in between something happens, and then Iris is like, "I have to go to the front lines to find my brother and report on what's happening with this war, because not a lot of people are doing it right, and that, you know, subjective and sides, and the war is basically between two gods." And so she writes to the person who she's writing to on the typewriter, and she's like, "I'm leaving, I won't be able to write to you for a while. I'm going out of oath." And then she goes out to fight the not fight the war, like report on the war. And while she's there, guess who shows up? Her rival. And she's like, "Oh my god, he's here because he wants to steal this from me, and he wants to outshine me even when I'm reporting war." And she's so annoyed with him, and they're living in like the same building. Like it's a bread and breakfast. Bed and what am I saying? Bed. It's a B&B. But yeah, and so this is just their story. It ended on a cliffhanger. I'm so excited. You didn't see what happens in the end. You don't see it coming. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like usually I can see like cliffhangers, like not cliffhangers, like plot twists. You can kind of see it coming. I didn't see this coming. It was a plot twist. I'm shook. The love story was so good, guys. I can't express it enough. Like the way that she wrote was amazing, and it's, if I could give this an infinity out of 5, I would. I would. It was so good. I think I like teared up like 3 different times. One, I think you guys saw. Actually, no, I recorded 2 of those times. 2 times I teared up because it was so good. Anyways, I'm gonna go and study now because I'm like 20 minutes late to my study time. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for your patience and putting up with me and the fact that, you know, I haven't been uploading at all. I will try to be better. I will try to read more. I do have a video planned for next week. I'm waiting for the weather to be nice because I like recording in the sunlight and, you know, having good lighting. You guys know my obsession with natural light and natural light being good light. But in Canada, that's hard to come by. Anyways, yeah, I have my next video planned. So thank you so much for putting up with me. Thank you so much for watching this video and being here. I appreciate it more than I can express. If you liked my content, please subscribe, like this, leave a comment. I will be reading, and I will be seeing you next week. Have a nice week, guys.